Hey everybody, this is Kevin Bredding with Campus Recreation. Thanks for joining me for this power and acceleration workout. Everything that we do in this workout is going to be moving as quickly as possible. We're going to try to upregulate our nervous system, promote fast twitch muscle fiber stimulation. Our warm-up consists of a rub and scrub of our hips and shoulders and knees, a shake and a shimmy, and a stationary run. So the rub and scrub with two hands, I'm going to rub vigorously along my skin in opposite directions, sometimes in the same direction. And then I transition to my hips. I can do the same thing, and I'm just trying to move the skin on top of the tissue underneath it and create some friction. I want that to heat up. I want it to feel like it's getting warm. It's a little bit uncomfortable. If a fist doesn't work, you can use a tennis ball, and I spend about 20 seconds on each joint space, just trying to really move around and get some heat and blood flow in that section. And then I'd shake and shimmy like a dog shaking water off his back, just trying to move, ask the muscle tissue to move quickly and communicate the neuromuscular system. And then a quick run, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, going as fast as I can, just to upregulate all that stuff. And here's the main body of our workout. It's a circuit that you'll do 3 to 4 times. Take lots of rest to reset both in between exercises and then after each complete circuit. A stutter step over, a single arm dumbbell snatch. If you don't have a dumbbell, you can use canned food or something. A tuck jump, a deep full kneel explosive get up, and then a split stance jump. And so notice the reps and the speed is that third column over to the right. Everything is explosive, moving really quickly. And that final column is the seconds of rest in between each exercise. It's a lot, 5 to 20, 10 to 30. Really take your time to reset between each specific rep of each thing. On this stutter step over, I just place a band in front of me as a target, and I lean forward until I am falling, and I want to tap once in front of the band and once behind the band to catch myself. This is really try to delay that footwork as long as you can so that you can respond as quick as you can. You want that moving foot to really be lightning speed and catching that deep lunge. This dumbbell split stance, I'm going to start from a still position and I explode up and switch my feet at the same time. If the footwork is a little tricky, you can just do a basic squat stance. But my intention is to change shape from the ground to the finished position as quick as I can. I'm really driving that weight high and fast, making my feet move and catch it with a stable shape. I want to lock that in at the top of each catch. And I'm on to tuck jumps. This one I start from a standing and I give it a wind up. It's got some, I don't start from a deep squat. I start from a stand position, sink into the squat, give it a big strong jump with a big tuck up, and I'm trying to be as explosive as I can, really winding up in between each rep, take my time, reset, set my feet, and then jump into it. And here on this explosive get up, I do want to start from a grounded position where I've settled, and I just get up from there as quick as I can. Replace my hands with my feet and stand up quickly, reset from the bottom, and get up quick. The progression is to take my hands off the ground and sit onto my feet, and my shoelaces are on the ground there, and I explode up from that position. Put my shoelaces on the ground, settle, and then drive up. Notice I use my arms on that one to help me get up. I give it a little wind up. A progression would be to put my hands in front so I don't have the assistance of my arms helping swing me up out of that. I'm just going from the legs, bottom up, boom. Here in this split stance jump, I'm going to set it up, and then as quick as I can, switch my hands and my feet. I have that runner's kind of sprinter start stance. I'm going to settle in each one, and I'm going to try to keep my hip elevation the same. I'm going to lift up a little bit as my feet switch, but I'm going to try not to let that happen and just make a quick transition as if you didn't even see it. And that's it. We're done with the main set. So under our cool down, we have a standing knee hug to a posterior lunge with an overhead reach. We're going to hold that. These are all slow. A pigeon stretch for our glutes into a scorpion stretch. We're going to hold each position, and then we finish off with a child's pose, neutral and side to side. I'm going to stand on one leg, pull that knee toward my chest, stand up really tall, and try to achieve that stretch. I'm going to start to breathe on purpose through my belly on all these. Step back into that posterior lunge. If that back knee wants to go on the ground, it certainly can. I'm just trying to push that hip forward, extend it through my spine, and take big breaths through my belly, which is going to ask my diaphragm to contract and pull down. That's going to slow my heart rate, it's going to slow my breathing rate, and kind of help reset from the vigorous upregulation of our sympathetic nervous system that we did. In this pigeon stretch, I have that knee in between my hands, and I'm pushing my pressure down, but I'm not quite sitting on my left hip. And I take that same leg and reach it up and over, but I keep both hands on the ground, and that's going to open up that long left side in this case. And I hold there and breathe deep. I return the knee in between my hands, sink down. I'm thinking pushing my belt buckle down to press into that glute stretch, and then wrap up into the scorpion. And finally, with this child's pose, I'm just going to really relax my breathing and try to settle in, let this melt. My thighs are in contact with my stomach, and I'm going to use that as a tactile cue to breathe through my diaphragm and press my belly into my legs. And I just go neutral, a couple breaths, and then side to side, a couple breaths. And that'll help really slow things down, recover from the workout. Good stuff there. So here's one more shot of the whole workout program design. You can pause the video and take a look at that and refer back to it. Remember, our intention is to move rapidly. Power is the ability to rapidly generate high levels of force in a specific movement pattern. So this is going to demand a highly coordinated response from the neuromuscular system to produce the required movement. It's going to demand a high level of tissue resilience to produce and transfer that force. And it can be trained with low loads. I only used a gravity enhancer, otherwise known as a weight, in one of these exercises. And so we don't need much weight because we can move our body quickly. And if we can move our body quickly, then we can start to add load. But the goal of power training is attempt to move as fast as possible. Thanks for joining me.